Okay, I wanted to talk about the difference between exercise and training. Almost everybody exercises, and the problem with that is usually it's random, there's no established starting point, and the goals are fuzzy. This is why when you look outside of a gym and you see that we have more fitness available than ever in the history of mankind, and the obesity rates keep going higher, and no one gets any fitter. Exercise usually ends with the statement, it's better than doing nothing. So someone goes out, they take a hike, and they say, oh gosh, how far did you go? Well, I wanted to hike for an hour, but I only got 20 minutes in. It's better than nothing. That's when you know you're exercising. Now, training, on the other hand, has design, there's nothing random, and its results in goal-driven. This is what athletes do. Athletes have a coach, and they determine a training regimen. Training is the overarching strategy. Exercise is the tactics. Most people manage their fitness tactically. They go, okay, well, I'm going to do yoga today. Okay, well, what do I feel like tomorrow? And they don't have the expertise to try to determine what do they need to do in order to get the result that they want. So what we do at Cybers and Titans is we train our clients. We design a program, we establish a starting point. As I said here, under exercise, there is no established starting point. Most of the time, it's just, okay, well, let's just go out and try a class. We establish mobility issues, stability issues, strength issues, imbalances in muscles, so that the client doesn't get hurt. The same thing we would do with an athlete. Once we establish that starting point, then we look at a goal, and we say, how are we going to get them there? And that's the difference between exercise and training. And then we design a program based on their goal, what their strengths and weaknesses are, and where are their opportunities as an athlete or as an individual. If you want to lose weight, if you want to get leaner, do you want to get stronger, do you want to do a marathon, whatever it is, you need to train and stop exercising. Exercise is a component of training, but most people use exercise in its totality as opposed to training.
So this is specific and hands-on to the individual.
And it's specific. Every workout is written and progressed based on how someone who's 50 is going to progress at a much slower rate than someone who's 18. So if I have two tennis players, one's a master's player at 50 years old, and one is an 18-year-old high school tennis player, their programs may be similar, but the progressions would be much different because the 18-year-old is going to recover at a much greater rate. So that's all taken into account. And someone that's healthier, someone that sleeps, someone that eats is going to recover at a faster rate. So everything is based on their ability to improve and then challenge them and get overloads down the road.
Can you talk a little bit about the food component of this?
Food is huge. Most people that exercise don't pay any attention to their food. Our clients, we coach them on the food side to elicit a particular goal, whether that's more lean body mass. In some instances, I have a professional football player that wanted to put on 15 pounds. He needed to put on 15 pounds of muscle. So the diets are going to change based on what the goal is. But we want clients to look at eating, because eating is the other half of the coin. Eating and sleep is such a big component of improvement, and most people don't want to look at it. We're going to have our clients look at it because this side, training, improves so much faster if we're paying attention to all of the regeneration between sleep, eating, massage, recovery, all of those kinds of things. So we're paying attention to that. That's part of training. Exercise, you just go out and do one thing and then do another, don't pay any attention to the eating, and this is typically why most people don't see a result. Or if they do, it's for a very small amount of time.
So this is something that also educates them to do this in the future, to keep learning,
exactly.
To keep growing.
You establish a lifestyle,
right.
You establish a protocol, and then we have off seasons and in seasons. The other problem with exercise is it starts to become drudgery. People just keep doing the same thing, the same level of intensity day after day. And what we do is we build off seasons in. Even if someone is not a competitive athlete, we say, okay, it's summertime. You're going to be doing more at the beach, doing more outdoors. Maybe now's a good time to have an off season where you're in the gym a lot less.
Can you maybe talk a little bit about, like, say, the 40-hour-a-week businessman that's crunched for time and how you work that into the schedule?
Sure.
Yeah.
Most people think they need to climb Mount Everest to get fit. They go, oh my God, and they get so intimidated by it, they don't even want to start. It's just too much work. The reality is, with a small amount of well-designed and prescribed training, you can cut back on the amount of total exercise time if you couple that with good eating and some sleep that's better. If you put those together, exercise time can be cut down to a few hours a week, and not where someone feels like, oh my God, I got to exercise every single day, 5, 6, 7 days a week, an hour to an hour and a half every day. You can get by with 2 or 3 days of exercise, and if you do it consistently with good eating and sleep, you're going to make big gains.
So sometimes less is more.
100%.
Right.
And especially with someone that has a very busy lifestyle, doesn't have the capability because of time, travel, etc., to maintain a consistent form of exercise. You can't let that stop you. If you just have it written the right way, then you can fill those gaps. And then when you have more time, you're able to make gains as well as maintain the gains that you've made in the time when you may not be able to train as much.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Okay.